Okay, in this video today we're going to talk about 1.2 and 1.3 coterminal and reference angles so that we can have a foundation for the lesson. And first thing I want to do is go over the definition. So the coterminal angle, by definition, would be that angles that have the same initial and terminal side but the key here is they have different measures, meaning they have the same beginning and the same end. Okay, so once we find any coterminal angles, this is what this means. Finding all coterminal angles, if you're given those directions, basically what we want you to do is make a generalization, and we're going to let theta be the given angle. So first of all, what we're saying is if you are given an angle, let's say this is my angle here. So we'll do this. Okay, this is my original angle that falls between 0 and 360 degrees. Okay, if we find a coterminal angle that has the same beginning and same end, basically what we're doing is we are adding 360 degrees or subtracting 360 degrees times k. So essentially what I'm saying here is, in general, if your angle is in degrees, theta sub n will be equal to theta plus 360 degree times k, where k is any integer to represent the number of revolutions, meaning -2, -1, 0, 1, and so on. Okay, and this theta right here needs to fall between 0 and 360 degrees. Oops. Okay, so if your angle is not between 0 and 360, you want to force the angle to be between 0 and 360 so that you can write the generalization. So for example here, if I add 360 degrees, essentially we have one full rotation of 360 degrees and then this angle right here. So I will highlight this in green. So this would be one full revolution, and then whatever this angle is right here, you add it. Okay, in addition to that, what you need to think about is you could also have a negative angle, meaning this is the beginning and this is the end. So if I were to subtract 360 degrees, I would get a negative angle measurement here. So this is your negative angle measurement because you are going in a clockwise rotation. Okay, now what you need to consider is you will have infinitely many. Okay? So then if our measure is in radians, theta sub n will be equal to theta plus 2 pi k, where this k represents any integer here, but remember theta must be between 0 and 2 pi. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go through two examples so that everything should be clear, and we'll talk about the directions. So it says find and draw one positive and one negative. So we want one positive and one negative coterminal angle with the given angle. And then it says find all angles that are coterminal with the given angle. So when it says find all angles that are coterminal with the given angle, basically they just want us to make the generalization. So the first thing we need to do is take a look here. We have 70 degrees. So this is between 0 and 360 degrees, so I can sketch the angle. So here's my initial side, and we'll say, I don't know, about right here will be my terminal side. Okay, so this right here is theta. Okay, so now if we say theta sub 1, meaning in degrees, okay, we want the positive coterminal angle. We're going to take 70 degrees plus 360 degrees, and this will give us 430 degrees, which is theta sub 1. So basically what I'm saying is 1 full revolution right here, and then some. So I'm going to say this is pink, and I'll highlight this here, just like that. Okay? All right, so then that's our positive, and now we have a negative. So theta sub 2 would be equal to 70 degrees minus 360 degrees, which is equal to negative 290 degrees, which is going to be theta sub 2. Okay, and basically what this is, same beginning, same end, so I would just go in this direction. Okay, and that would be theta sub 2. So here we have theta sub 1, this right here is theta sub 2. And I'll make that green. There we go. So then the last piece that I need to do is make the generalization. So theta sub n is equal to, in this case, what theta is, because it falls between 0 and 360, so we'll say 70 degrees, plus 360 degrees times k, representing any integer, which would be the number of revolutions. Okay, now we have a negative angle that is also in radians. So the first thing I need to look at is, does this fall between 0 and 2 pi? In this case, it does not, so I need to rewrite theta. So our first thing is to rewrite theta. And remember, this is so that we can get our generalization, and it must be between 0 and 2 pi. So in order to rewrite, we say that theta will be equal to negative 5 pi over 3, and we're going to add, because remember you want it to be positive, if I add 2 pi, this is the same thing as 6 pi over 3, so this is 2 pi. Okay, so pi over 3 is going to be my theta. Okay, so that's what I'll use. Okay, that'll be my angle. So what I'm going to do is sketch this angle, which we know is 60 degrees. So it's up here. And again, it's just a sketch. So this is theta. Okay, right here. All right. So now what I'm looking at is I need to figure out what is theta sub 1, which is going to be my one positive angle. So we're going to use pi over 3 because this would be for my generalization, and we will add 2 pi, which we already discovered was 6 pi over 3. So this is 7 pi over 3, which is theta sub 1. So basically what we have is 1 full revolution. Okay, so we'll go like this, and then some, and I'm going to go right through my drawing here. So this is going to be theta sub 1. Okay, so I'll make this pink so we can distinguish right here. Okay, all right. Then the last one is I need to determine my negative angle. Now, we already know that if we take pi over 3 and we subtract 5 pi over 3, this is going to be the angle, but we can't use this one because that's the original that was given. So essentially we have theta sub 2 is equal to, you can either, since we have to use a generalization, we can say pi over 3 minus 6 pi over 3 gets us right back where we started. Subtract another revolution. So then if I subtract another 2 pi, this gives me negative 11 pi over 3. Okay? So what that means is I actually have to go 1 full revolution, but I need to go clockwise. So if I start clockwise here, it's going to look like I'm going in the same direction as this, but if I go clockwise here, that's 1. So that's this one. I need to go again, right? And I need to come all the way around to here. So it's 1 full revolution plus another, which is going to be right here. So this is theta sub 2. Make this orange. And go in this direction like this. There we go. Okay, so those are my coterminal angles, and now I need my generalization. So I need to use this one right here, pi over 3, as my angle for my generalization. So it's this one. Okay. So theta sub n will be equal to pi over 3 plus 2 pi k.